Okay, so I'm doing a Cancer reading. I will be doing an extended after this, so if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below on how to find those videos. I pulled some oracle cards, some light work oracle cards to see like what your month is going to be like, you know. So it's talking about how you're taking care of yourself. How can you mother yourself? It's talking about playing and having fun, not being so serious, enjoying your life, enjoying your day, and calling in your soul family. This card says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I feel like you guys are going through something that's kind of, causing you to realize that you need to lighten up, you know, lighten up with how you're living. It's time to celebrate. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of celebration. Hi, how's it going, Yasmin? A lot of celebration coming up in April. A lot of self-care coming up in April for you, Cancer. And a lot of fun stuff coming up, which, makes sense because it's like springtime. Well, it is here anyway, right? And that's the time of, like, it makes me feel alive when everything else is coming alive. So maybe that's part of it. But Cancer, I feel like, the overall message is like find your soul family and and do things together, All right, so now we're gonna ask the tarot, and I'm just gonna clarify these cards up here. I thought I'd just switch it up a little bit. Okay, your soul family, that's where your wish fulfillment is. That's where your heart is. That's what makes you excited. I feel like this is where your wish fulfillment is with your people, soul family. I feel like they're the ones who change your vibe, help you change where you're at. You know what I mean? Just because they're fun. It's fun to be with them. You're enjoying your life, and that's what changes your vibration and your outlook on life. Tell me about this how do you mother yourself cards, because I feel like it's saying like it's important for you to like take as good a care of yourself as you do your children, or the people that you love. So we got the death and rebirth card here, which is talking about a transformation that occurs when you actually start taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Because it's clarifying the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Like doing that is going to change your life, This would also be like the death. This particular card reminds me of like letting go of false beliefs about yourself. You know what I mean? Like something that you've always told yourself or your children have, or, like as a child you heard, right? I feel like this transformation and when you start loving yourself is bringing in, a stable, happy, celebratory feeling in your home, in you. So let's ask about the play card. What's going on with the play card in April for Cancer? Oops, that's too many. Could be traveling. I saw the Chariot card, so maybe you're going on a trip. Yeah, so the Sun card is here and the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands could be about a struggle. Like this might be a struggle for you. And then the Sun, it's about focusing on, happiness, joy, stability, what you have right in front of you. See, the sun is shining in the other card too. So I feel like it's important to like focus on the good things that you do have. and not the struggles that you feel sometimes, right? Let's clarify that Five of Wands. What's going on there? So there's a tower moment here and a heavy load. So honestly, this might be about some kind of like argument that you had, you know. It seems like a really heavy burden. I think it's something to do with your family. You know, it's disrupting your flow at some point in April. But I feel like the answer here is to like focus on the good stuff, you know what I mean? Instead of on like how it feels like a burden. Like remember what's good about the family, you know, because this is definitely family oriented card here. Okay, so how can you mother yourself? Looks like there she is. There she is. Being the Empress, that's about self-love. That's about loving all of your creations and being content in life and content in your own skin. And that's the justice, right? You're seeking justice. You're finding justice just by loving yourself. Well, let's look over here with calling in your soulmate, right? So it looks like, okay, the reason that you're calling in the soulmate, I think, is because you're really kind of stuck at a crossroads. Like, what should I do? Here's a 5 again. So 5s are about kind of like struggles. You know, you got the 5 of Pentacles, you got the 5 of Wands over here, and now the 5 of Swords. So it's telling me that okay. All right, so it looks like you're struggling to make a decision here. And it tells me that there's soul family that can help you figure this out, can help you decide what the best thing to do is. They're going to balance you out. Let's see if we can get like an idea of who this soul family is. Let's see. It's a 2 of Cups person. It could be like somebody you know that's very powerful, or a fire sign, right? So this could be somebody that, you know, just when you're around them, you feel better. You know, you feel powerful around them. They don't belittle you. They make you feel valuable. You know what I mean? As opposed to here where you're not feeling any value at all, right? So you're in this, you have to make a decision and you're feeling like you have no value. And Spirit is saying like, call in your soul friend, you know? So let's see, fire signs would be Leo, Aries, and Sag. So it could be a sign like that. The King of Wands is someone actually who has a lot of power too. You know, like they know what their value is, right? And they know how to use their power. So what is this King of Wands going to be doing for Cancer Spirit? I think they're going to be Well, Six of Cups. So this is about memories. So maybe they're helping you with some kind of memory cancer. Ten of Cups. Maybe how you're feeling about unconditional love, right? Because I feel like maybe some of you have recently gone through a pretty big heartbreak, feeling a little bit discontent with your life here. That's why you're having a hard time making a decision. Like, you know, when something happens, like the tower, which is over here, you know, the tower moment happens and it looks like it's kind of like something to do with, you know, your stability, your family, your root chakra. And I feel like it knocks us down. You know, it breaks our heart. We don't really know what to do with the information. And it's hard for us to make any kind of decisions, you know. So I'm feeling like there's a certain person that is coming in or that you're calling in, right? That's going to help you kind of like rewire your brain and the way you think about it. So what's this King of Wands up to? How are they helping? They're giving you new information about what happened. You know, they have information, and whatever the information is, I feel like it gives you some kind of scoop, right? The Chariot is here, kind of like some kind of alignment, some kind of like good power inside of you so that you can move forward. And I think like what you're trying to decide is like, how can I love myself right now, because I'm feeling like shit, you know. And so the answer is the death jacket, you know, the death and rebirth. It's like letting go of something that just doesn't serve you anymore. Let's see if we can get like more clarity on what that is. I mean, I would say it's probably about this Seven of Swords there, you know, super shady behavior, but I feel like it's deeper than that. Like, I feel like it's something that, I don't know, like stirred something in you from when you were little. Like something was said, something was done, and you realize, like, wow, I still have a wound from this or that, right? So, tell me what they're letting go of in the Death card, Spirit. Thanks for everybody for coming. Thanks for hitting the like button. Welcome to my channel. My name's Tina. If you're not subscribed and you like what I'm doing, like press the subscribe button. Okay, so the Death Jacket. So I'm saying, like, what is this meaning for you? Like, what exactly is this meaning? And we're clarifying this mother, right? And it's saying, like, how can I mother myself? Well, it's starting with this gratitude card. You know, like, are you making a habit of being grateful is what I'm asking. Because I don't know if there's a more powerful thing on the planet to raise our vibe, to change our outlook, to get us closer to like the truth about who we are and like what's happening in our present moment in our life, you know, besides gratitude. You know, I mean, I feel like when something like the tower happens, it's hard to see anything good. You know what I mean? Like whether it's, you know, like a divorce or a death in the family or fear, right? So I feel like what you have to let go of is this doubt. And it's telling me like, so whatever happened here, I feel like it created doubt in you in some way. Like someone did something and it made you feel like you weren't enough. And it kind of stimulated this feeling from when you were a kid. And you're like, man, I remember feeling like that. And I hated that feeling. So in order to transform and let go of this doubtful feeling, the answer is to look around and see what you have in front of you. That's good, right? And what I see you having here is really a stable family, Four of Wands. It's like exciting. And so why can't they really see that on their own? Because you've kind of been quiet for a while, distant, because of this this tower moment, right? So you're going through a rebirth, right? And I think you're just processing all of the things, all of the times you felt lacking, all of the suffering that you've done throughout your life. You know what I mean? So I feel like, a rebirth is all about releasing something, surrendering something to the universe and letting it go, you know? And I kind of feel like what they're saying is the way to do that is to focus on what you really do have. And I do feel like you have in your surroundings some kind of stability in your home. You feel safe there. You do. But there's something about this, whatever happened, that made you feel kind of like, I'm not really enough. So I kind of feel like it's important for you to really focus on the present. So they're showing me the Empress card here. So I feel like you have Empress vibes. Honestly, I know Taurus belongs to the Empress, but when you really look at the zodiac and like look at all the signs, Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So I don't know why she's not Cancer, but I feel like she is. And I feel like this is kind of where you feel the most at home, is nurturing and loving others and yourself, right? You have this quality. We all have it. We all have this ability. We all have this feeling at our fingertips if we were to grasp it. But like what happens is we get feeling like we're lacking and it keeps us down. Like we're stuck in like page energy, like the old child energy, not really understanding. Okay, so let's clarify. Let's clarify what the Empress is saying here. Okay. There's a transformation here for the Empress. You've been detached. It could be because of controlling behaviors, whether it's you or another person. Like, have you ever met people that really feel like they know everything and they know exactly what needs to happen? You know what I mean? Like they think they know what you should do. And they want you to do it, they're pushy, you know what I mean? And because it looks like to me like there's someone here, that you're detached and cold and not in your own energy. And there's someone, that's trying to control the situation, or maybe that's part of the problem. But I do see like you're having some kind of interaction with your higher self. It's being activated at this time in April. Not saying that it wasn't active before, but it's being reactivated for you because of this situation. And I think what it is, like, if you really look at this cool card of the High Priestess, right? This is your higher self. Doesn't it look like she's just like blowing you a kiss? So she's giving you something. She is. And I think what it is that she's showing you maybe what you learned from the situation. Hello, thank you for joining. How's it going? Okay, so the Justice is an integration with you and your higher self. That's the Justice. See, that I feel like this comes out a lot because I feel like sometimes, like universe, we get some kind of like tower moment in our life and it shoves us down as far as we can go. We get depressed, we get sad, we go into the hermit mode. Who do we seek? Whatever is going to come to us, right? Well, it's your higher self that's coming out, your higher self that's showing you like, well, the reason was because you were so busy with your life that you weren't really noticing like you have this other piece, which is your higher self who loves you, who behind the scenes is loving on you, like, doesn't that look like your higher self's giving you a kiss on the forehead, like activating your third eye? And these are about integrating with your soul, becoming one, like deciding like, yeah, I don't have to run this show anymore. Like my human being, you know, really maybe doesn't know everything there is to know. Maybe it's your higher self that, or your human self that wants to be in control of every single situation, you know. Um, if it's you or another person, it's still here. This control card is here. So I'm basically saying, like, what's happening is you're having an awakening in April. Awakening to your higher self and its power and its love for you and how much it cares for you. I feel like this star mother is your higher self. And I think that you have this energy. We all have this energy, but I feel like, you know, you're not really understanding it or feeling it because of the tower. So I feel like in April, you're going to feel it. You're going to see it. You're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to recognize it. You're going to understand. You're going to start feeling happier. You're going to start to play, because that's what happens when your soul comes out. Your soul is playful and fun. And they're an optimist. They see things from the bright side. You know what I mean? So let's go over here to the play card. So have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. So this is what your higher self is going to like be walking you through some kind of a fun-filled, playful path here. And it's because of the tower. And I think it's because you're focused on the tower. And so when we focus on the tower, we focus on the heavy burden we're having, and we start to struggle inside. And your higher self is like, look around you. Have you ever heard that song? Look around you, look up here. Take time to make time to be there. Make time to be in the moment. You know, instead of like having your mind be wandering to the tower moment and everything that you lost. Instead of that, tell me what this fun is all about. Tell me what you're going to do with them. Spirit, higher selves of Cancer, you're going to heal this inner child with play. I think you're going to understand this conflict. I think you're going to understand it. This could be about love, like about a relationship, right? This tower. There's an apology coming in and a chance for you to forgive something or someone who reflected something to you. Reflection. Let's talk about it. I was reading up on it one day, like reflection, and it was talking about how this whole earth is about reflection, if you think about it. Like, and I'm a painter, so I love to paint reflections, you know, like the sun set and then it reflects on the water. It really, there is a lot of reflecting on this planet, and that's what I read. So life is like that. And when we have something come into our life and it creates some kind of havoc, what are they reflecting to you that needs to be brought up and healed? Well, in this case, it's something from your childhood. So, can you tell me what it is exactly? Spirit, do you have a card that tells me exactly what this inner child wounding? Okay, it could be about stability. It could be about having harmony in your home. Maybe, you know, in the past you've had like a lot of like arguing and fighting, and it's been like in a separation. So if this is a childhood wound, like what were you separated from one of your parents, you know, or both of them? You know, is it something like this longing feeling like you still want that to be fixed inside of you? It looks like it. And I think like over the summer, I know we're doing this for April, but this is telling me that in the summertime, there's a brand new beginning here for something, and it's wish fulfillment, which is over here as well. Like it could have something to do with this soul family that you're calling in, this Two of Cups. You know, this soul friend that's rock solid, that's always there, that's powerful, that's energetic, that loves you. You know? I feel like you're also learning how to transmute energy. And this whole spread is about transmuting energy. It's about, like, even in the death card, you know, it's like you're feeling lack and you're feeling alone and sad, and Spirit is saying, like, if you want to transmute that energy, make a habit of being grateful, you know. I think I've talked about this a million times on my channel, but I'm going to do it one more time. You know, setting an alarm on my phone every hour to remind me to be grateful, because I don't remember it all the time. You know what I mean? So until it becomes a really good habit, I feel like it's good to set an alarm and, like, have a reminder, like, oh my God, it's been an hour. What am I grateful for right now? And you just look where you are, you look around, and you are grateful for whatever it is that you see, you know. You're grateful that you have a really cool cat, which is what I'm looking at right now. I really love my cat. So anyway, it has this ability to change you, because I'll tell you why. Because if you're setting your alarm every hour and you're keeping track of all the things that you're grateful for, you know, I just put it in my phone. I have like a journal app, and I just press that journal app and I add what I'm grateful for in that moment. It doesn't have to be a paragraph, but it can be, you know. But the point is, is to take a second out and, like, give it the honor that it deserves. Like, yeah, I am grateful. And what happens is that in between the time from one alarm to the next, you start noticing more things that you're grateful for. It just can't help it. It's the law of attraction. You want to feel grateful, Spirit says? I'll show you grateful, you know? And then all of a sudden you see all the things. You see, you know, your family in a different light. You see opportunities coming here and there. You start to notice nature and connect with that, you know, the sun, the moon, the stars. So that's definitely alchemy. And it's definitely in this card saying that it's an ancestor thing. So I feel like, you know, it's very possible that whatever happened, you know, that this tower, this disharmony, this uphill battle is you know, something that's been going on for generations in your family. And maybe you're the one who's going to change it forward and back, the ripple effect, you know what I mean? With your gratitude, you know? So that's what I'm feeling. I honestly am not sure that there's anything to say about further, like for an extended video. I really don't. What I feel like is there's just a big transformation coming on, and I feel like you're seeing the reason behind it. The reason was because, you know, it was you, like, needing to have, I don't know, something brought up so that you could heal it, you know, whatever this is. I feel like it's got something to do with stability in your family. And the thing is that that stability, like that feeling of that card, has come out 3 times. And I feel like you already have the stability. It's just that your inner child doesn't feel the stability, you know? And so something happened, disharmony, and yeah, I feel like it can turn right around. It's all about loving yourself and, you know, hooking up with your soul friends and, like, having them love on you. Because, you know, soul friends, like in this particular instant, this is about unconditionally loving someone, just accepting a person right where they're at on their journey, and not, like, cutting them down, not making rude comments, you know what I mean? It's like unconditional love. And I feel like that's what is coming in from the soul tribe that you're calling in. So whoever that is, it looks to me like it's a fire sign. But it could be just anybody who, you know, has courage and power and gives that to you just freely because they love you unconditionally. You know what I mean? So there's someone here with 10 of Cups. So, and it's somebody maybe that you even know from, childhood or something, someone you hung out with, when you were a kid. And for some reason, like, they're your soul friend and you know that they care about you. Unconditional love is like, it's love without expectation. It is. It's like you understand that no one is perfect and you love them anyway. It's the way we feel about our children for sure. I mean, unless you're a different kind of person. I mean, I feel like there's nothing my children could do to make me not love them. And I think like that's unconditional love to me. That's where I've felt it, and that's where I have, like there's no law like I'm not going to love you unless you do this or that, right? Unconditional love is just like, okay, I love you. I love you right where you are. So that's what this person is that's coming in. So whoever that is for you, you know, I feel like you're going to be hanging out with them and feeling some feels. And I feel like there's something about this, like there's new information coming in from them, maybe about how to look at things, like Seven of Swords is here because it's telling me like there's new information about Seven of Swords. So it could be like this whole childhood thing, like you feel some kind of way, like you were treated like shit, you weren't loved right, or something like that. I feel like this person is giving you a little new spin on it, you know? And I feel like what it does is it aligns body, mind, soul, aligns you. Hey, Nick, how's it going? So, so that's what I have for you guys, Cancer. And I'm not going to do an extended because I just don't know what it would be. This is about your soul journey. And I feel like I'm not going to put any information out there that you can't get at for free about your soul journey. You know what I mean? I just ain't. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it made sense to you. And I hope you know that I love you. And I honestly think when you look around and you start like really understanding that you're abundant right now, you know what I mean? I feel like what you see is that you really do have stability. Like, because I feel like that's what you didn't have as a child, the stability. And you do have it, but you still feel like you don't, right? So I think that someone mirrored that to you and you're looking at it. There's people coming in to help you love yourself, help you play and find that inner child, that soul piece so that it can rise and keep going forward, right? So that is what I have for you guys. And I will talk to you later. I love you. Bye.